Morning everyone. I just want to reiterate something that I think many people have forgotten. A lot of people have said, but load shedding is gone all of a sudden. There was a slight reprieve, and that's exactly what I said it is. It's a slight reprieve because units have come back from maintenance, and they were supposed to come back before the winter period, but they came back during winter. Gave us a bit of a reprieve. But there's many factors that cause load shedding, and one of those factors is the cold and people actually switching on heaters. So load shedding is done for one simple reason: to maintain the grid as close to 50 hertz, which is a frequency, as possible. And you do that to try and stop losing generators, which actually have trip set points if the frequency drops to 47.5 hertz. Now, we don't normally go anywhere close to that, because if that should happen, all the generators on the grid would disconnect in one shot and we'll have a nationwide blackout. So we don't want a blackout, and load shedding is preventing a blackout. And people need to understand this. So it's absolutely necessary. Politicians have no say in load shedding whatsoever. They never have, and they shouldn't comment on it. It should be Eskom that comment on the state of the power stations, the state of the grid, not politicians, because they don't know what they're talking about. They get things wrong all the time, and it's actually quite sad that people fall for this nonsense, put out fake news saying that the politicians caused load shedding for a period of time. All of a sudden load shedding is gone. I can see the national control logbooks. I know that what Eskom is putting out when they make statements is exactly what is happening, because it's technical. And I know, although people hate Eskom, hate anyone that permanently works for Eskom, there's a lot of people trying to turn things around. That is almost an impossible task at this stage if we do not build new capacity. There is some good news, because Eskom, not government, is trying to put out tenders for gas pipelines to be put into Garikwa and Ankerlig, which will greatly help us. The 7-point plan I put out for mitigating or stabilizing the situation within Eskom, there's only 2 of those things being implemented right now, and more needs to be done. But if you haven't watched that 7-point plan, you can go and look for it in the video section of this channel. Des and Lauren, the 7-point plan. Maybe I should share that again, but that will certainly stabilize things. It's not going to fix things. We need more generator capacity. South Africa should be having a demand of over 40,000 megawatts by now, way over 40,000. That is not the case. Our demand is way lower than that, because we are actually going backwards economically. And people need to understand that when you squeeze a fiscus like this, especially due to a lack of power supply, in the end the government cannot sustain itself. There's not enough tax that they can get from the citizenry to actually sustain themselves, and the government has to collapse. There is no ways that the government can stay in power under these conditions. So watch the space. Lauren and I will be doing content where we describe what to do under those circumstances. The movement that Lauren has started on the ground, the plans that she's come up with, are solid. They're very simple. They're built on self-reliance and training and educating the people of South Africa, and I'm looking forward to being a part of that. Please subscribe to this channel, click the bell icon for notifications, and remember to share these videos, like these videos. I'm a real energy expert. I actually know what I'm talking about. Thank you very much. Till the next video.